Welcome to the Gatekeepers Podcast with Billy Grove, where the fence world gets real, raw, and unfiltered. Billy's not just an industry leader, he's a hands-on pro who knows what it takes to build quality fences and strong teams. So grab a cold one, settle in, and get ready for straight talk about the trade. Today's show is brought to you by Mr. Fence Academy, National Metal Industries, Gury Signs Decals, and Orlando Hinge Company. If you're looking to hit the next level in your fence company, check out Mr. Fence Academy. Real fencers, real job sites, real training equals real results. And now, live from the Mr. Fence Academy studios, here's your host, Billy Grove.
What's going on, Facebook, Fence Fam? How's everybody doing on this fabulous Tuesday evening? Hope everybody has had a wonderful week, put some fence in the ground, collected some checks, and been safe overall. We got a little half show for you guys. I told you guys last week that I was going to be out, but I just got something that I want to go over with you guys. But before we get to that, first and foremost, we do have to thank the sponsors, and the sign is down because it kept falling on my head. Sorry about that, Sean. I'll get it fixed. But first and foremost, guys, if you're looking to up the level of your fence company, whether it be the business side or the installation side, go check out Mr. Fence Academy at www.mrfenceacademy.com and just go do it, man. National Metal Industries, guys, if you're still in the market for privacy slots for chain link materials, vinyl, aluminum, ornamental iron, some pretty neat fence tools, y'all go check out National Metal Industries at www.nmifence.com. If you're still on the fence about a fence sign, look no further than my buddies over here at JC Gury. Their signs are all made in right here in America. They just moved to an awesome new place to increase production. It's going to be awesome, guys. But go check them out at www.jcgury.com. And last but not least, the Swan Hinge, or Orlando Hinge Company, aka the Swan Hinge. I almost got that backwards. But like if you guys are still struggling with having one side of a double gate to swing uphill without making nasty cuts or having a giant gap up under the bottom, go check them out. I really have used them. I love them. They're awesome products. Go check them out at www.swanhinge.com. I am going to be mentioning this a couple times throughout this show just to get you guys to throw some comments down below in the chat. I am going to be giving away 2 free all access passes to the Fence Show in Las Vegas next month. It's coming up very, very, very quickly in about 2 weeks, to be quite honest with you. So you guys make sure that you are dropping your comments down below so I can get you entered for free all access passes. With that said, guys, we're going to get to it. Like I said, we're doing a little half show. I was supposed to be off tonight, but had something that kind of really caught my attention, and I quickly want to get into it and say it and be done with it. So I'm sure you guys have all seen there is now a scheduling conflict, or we're going to play Anchorman with the Fence podcast. There has been a podcast moved to right before mine, and that's fine. You know, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and mope and complain and whine and cry or anything. All I'm going to say is that the times for this show are not moving. So you can still check in every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. I did work a little bit late tonight, so I gave myself an extra 10 minutes to get here and get set up. So that is that. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to mention it again in this episode entirely. But guys, we're getting back to which also brings me to, you know, one of the reasons why I started this show in the first place. At the time, I was a co-owner of a fence company, and I put that in quotations because it's an inside joke. But you know, it is what it is. But I was a co-owner. I was also the only installer out there, and it had been on my mind for a long time, man. Like, there's a lot of shows. There's a lot of fence shows out there that mainly focus on the business side, the back end side, and that's all fine and dandy and everything. But like, I wanted to be able to reach out and touch or influence the guys who are in my boots or my shoes, like the guys out there every single day putting in fence, digging holes, pounding poles, whatever you're doing. I don't give a shit if you're using foam, okay? Whatever you're doing to build your fence, that's who I wanted to talk to. It had kind of been leaning on me for a while back then, and I had been thinking about it for quite a long time before I actually pulled the trigger on it, if I'm being honest with you guys. If you go back and you look at my Facebook history over the past 3 years, you'll see I started going live like 2 or 3 times a week, every single week for a while before I actually got up the courage. But that was also to, you know, build my courage and just, man, I'm losing the word I'm looking for. Confidence. There we go. Confidence. Boom. See how your brain works? Just like start thinking about it. So it was to build my confidence to get on here and talk to you guys for an hour every Tuesday night, and to make that commitment that I wasn't going to just be like, I don't feel like doing it this week. We'll be here next week. Like I'm not going to lie to you. There are times whenever I just don't feel like getting in the shower directly when I get home, getting dressed, and then directly coming back to work. But, you know, it is what it is. I've made a commitment, and I was born to honor, or raised to honor, those commitments. Wasn't ever allowed to quit any sports teams as I was growing up. It's just kind of something that's been drilled into me. So I do take this pretty seriously on my end, although you might not be able to tell all the time because I am kind of a smart ass, but it is what it is. But, you know, I really wanted to touch some of the people who are out there putting in that work every single day, and just to get across that, you know, you Timmy, I always like to say Timmy or Johnny, but like Timmy is probably going through the same thing that I'm going through, but yet we're 1,000 miles away, right? So I wanted to make that known that, you know, not everybody fights different battles. Sometimes we're fighting all the same battles, thousands of miles apart, or even 50 miles apart. But it was also to lend tips, tricks, techniques, new products coming out to move this industry forward, because that is something that falls pretty heavy on my heart at the end of the day. I'm locked in. I remember, I don't know, I think it was like 2.5 years ago. It was before I was at High Steel. I had a conversation with my father, and we talk like, I don't know, maybe 4 times a year, 5 times a year max. And just that's just kind of how I was raised. He was gone. But I remember very vividly one day he told me, he said, you know, your cousin, whatever it is to him, he goes, he's making like $250,000 a year doing IT. And I was like, all right, what's he do? He's like, oh, he sits in a cubicle and he takes IT calls over the phone and helps people over the phone. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I'll take my little money over that any single day, every single day. And from that moment forward, I kind of just felt like I'm not starting another career path in my life. Like, this is it. Right. So that also kind of motivated me as well to get on here and talk to you guys and interact with you guys weekly for an hour, sometimes well past an hour. Now granted, that is whenever we do have guests on the show and we're having a great conversation. But you know, that's the whole reason that I started, is to kind of bring people together that were like-minded and not just business owners, which I have a lot of friends who are business owners in the fence world. Okay. I'm not throwing any shade or trying to say anything about being a business owner, because I own 2 businesses. That's just not for me anymore. Right. Like we've already gone over that. Last year I did about an hour and 15-minute show on that, of why I'm no longer a business owner. And I'm fine with that, man. I'm completely fine with that. I actually sleep better at night. You know, it's just a personal choice that I had to make, and I made it. And there we go. But I did see something that just caught my eye. Susan K. Worley said, "Is that why you don't have hair?" No. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I was trying to hold on to it for as long as I could. And every time it got about 2 inches long, you see this really awkward bald spot in my head right here. It looks like a horseshoe. And I would rather just shave my head than have that really awkward bald spot. It was like right in the middle of my head, like a horseshoe is bad. So it gets shaved. But it was funny. I shaved it the other night after my wife went to sleep. Sunday night while I was working on the podcast. I was doing some final touch-up notes, but she had went to sleep and I shaved my head afterwards. And I go to work about an hour and a half before she gets up or has to be at work now. And I got home, so I didn't see her that morning. I got home and she was on the phone with her mom, so she really wasn't paying attention. And I walked by one time and she looked up and she was like, "When did you find the time to do that?" I was like, honestly, right after you went in the room and went to bed, and I was still working on notes. I was almost done and finished them up, and I was like, it's time to give the old hair a cut. So yeah, that is I finally accepted it. I told my son actually Sunday, he checked me afterwards because this one time I missed a nice 1-inch spot in the back of my head. Went to work like that the next day. So he checked me and he was like, you really should just go all in. If you're gonna do this, just use a damn razor blade. I was like, man, you're not wrong. So who knows? Maybe next time that I cut my hair, it'll be completely bald and I'll be just like Mr. Clean. But I've gotten over it. I did my one last hurrah. I grew my hair out 2 years ago for 2 years, like just about. And so I've had that one last hurrah. I've accepted it. My horrible genes. So it is what it is, right? But just again, a reminder for you guys who just showed up after I made this announcement. I am giving away 2 free all access passes to the Las Vegas Finch show happening in 2 weeks. So guys, to get yourself entered, comment down below. I'll go through the comments after I get home and I'll announce the winner tomorrow. Awesome way. I do believe this covers pretty much all of the education classes that are not pay to enter, as far as you have to pay to enter that classroom. I think there's one like that. But you guys make sure that you drop some comments down below so that way we can get you entered. I see everybody that has already commented will already be there. So you guys who have not commented and want to go, drop a comment below, right? Mark Cobb from JC Gury says, "Do not forget to register for our 75th anniversary party on September 30th at the Finch Show. It is on us." And I will say, guys, these pre-show, excuse me, I got hiccups for some reason. And I've only had a half a beer. Crazy. But I do want to say that these pre-Finch show parties are awesome. Great time. Good time to meet people, kind of get some of the anxiety of the big Finch show floor out of the way. Go ahead and meet some of your idols, so to speak, some people that you look up to in the fence industry. And what better way to do that than after they've had a couple nice cold ones, right? So break that ice, get out there, go sign up for the 75th anniversary party that JC Gury is throwing. I'm sure it's going to be a blast. It's probably going to be fun as hell. I know I had fun at the like Homeland party last year. So there's that. Again, we're going to get back into kind of the small meat and potatoes of the show tonight. Like I said, we're only doing kind of a 30-minute show tonight because I did have this scheduled off in my calendar. But I wanted to go ahead and take care of the issue that I spoke about earlier as the show just came on. So a little bit about me, guys. If you don't know and you've watched the podcast and you've been kind of curious about it, I started right before COVID hit, building fences on the side, and it was kind of a hodgepodge. I would do anything basically just to make some extra money on the side. I did that weekend warrior stuff for, I don't know, maybe a year and a half while I was bartending, and it wasn't every single weekend, right? It was here and there. So fast forward, we're bartending, COVID hits, I lose my job. I was already really chomping at the bit to go full on self-employed / business owner. So I took that first unemployment check, bought my LLC, paid for a year of insurance, so on and so forth, bought a trailer, a couple tools, and I made the jump. My first, I don't know, I think I really dialed in after about 4 months. After about 4 months, I pretty much dropped any other service that did not have to do with a fence or staining a fence or anything like that. I quickly learned that I did not want to transfer drywall tools out of the truck like that morning and put in deck tools or vice versa. It got too much. It got to be too big of a hassle for me. So that's kind of how I dove all into the fence world. I found out that, or I got to know that you can make pretty decent money at it when you're doing it by yourself, but that only goes for so long because you get burnt out, and obviously you can't take on big jobs by yourself and all of this. So I did my solo business thing for 2 years, three. I can't really remember. It's kind of a blur right now, if I'm being completely honest with you. But so I did that for a little bit, and man, I'll be honest with you, I just wasn't great at running a business. I knew how to build a fence. I knew how to make people like me and sell jobs. I'm a horrible salesman. I'm not gonna lie to you either about that. But I was able to sell jobs, keep myself afloat, right? But at the back end stuff, I was not good at taxes and write-offs. And I'm not talking about like the basics of taxes and write-offs. I'm talking about like if you really, really want to save yourself some money, you have to know what you're doing or hire a CPA. I wasn't privy to that information at first. I thought I could do it all by myself. And it got to where I was getting burnt out. I think like 2.5 years in. I think it was like 3 years. So I got burnt out, relit the fire, and it was in the middle of the summer, man, when the phone should be ringing like off the hook. The past 2 summers have been ringing off the hook, and all of a sudden my phone quit ringing, like at all. And so I got scared. And I jumped ship, man. I went to another fence company with promises of being a co-owner and all sorts of promises that I'm not going to get into, that are just kind of, I don't even care about them anymore, right? All that's said and done. But I did that. I jumped into co-ownership of a fence company for 2 years. And obviously that went south, and which is why I'm here at High Steel right now. But that's just a little bit about me. Obviously, you've already heard why I started the podcast, but did that. I love to teach people, talk about things. My biggest favorite thing is seeing that light bulb and like somebody's head go off whenever they don't know something or they find out something new. That's one of the things that I love about teaching people. Totally skipped the whole how I got into the like training at the Mr. Fence Academy, but we can talk about that briefly. So I had went to a bunch of the trainings. I had got to know Sean very well, and I finally one day told him, I said, "Man, how do I get to be able to help you teach people this system?" Because it had changed my fence world drastically. And so it was something that I held very, very dear or close to me at the end of the day. And so he and I got to talking, come to some more trainings, come to the coaches trainings. And so I did. I went to all of the trainings I could get myself to, every single one of them. And I was always interested in finding out about the processes more than just what we talk about at the day of the training, finding out about the why and like how this tool was thought of and all of this, and finding out the actual meat and potatoes of the whole thing. And when I did, I told him that, you know, I wanted to teach and all of that. So that's how all of that became. During the I'm going to call it the revolutionary period, where the uh, residential world caught on to the driven system a couple years ago. Sean had released his King Plus privacy system, and it's probably not the same amount to this day, but I know for the first year I installed more King Plus than Sean King did. That's crazy. It's crazy to think about. So I got pretty good at it. Yeah, man. So fast forward to been at High Steel for a year, ran some trainings, traveled the country, met some really cool people. But at the end of the day, like I said earlier, you guys are my people. This industry is my people. So I've made my choice. I've stuck to it. I'm not that old, but I'm too old to change in my mind. So no more career changes, sticking with the fence industry. And yeah, man, that's a little bit about me. If you guys are new to the show or have not seen any of those episodes, just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of background of, you know, why I started this and who I even am at the end of the day, right? Because, you know, some of you might not know me, and that's cool, man. Let's get to know each other. We may like each other, we may not like each other. It is what it is, right? It's at the end of the day. It just kind of is what it is. Let's see. Next topic. Here's a good one. Quick tips or lessons learned on a job site this week. So we're gonna get back to Billy hurting himself. I still got that damn egg on my head, and it's almost been 7 days, bro. Shit hurt. So last week we go to finish up the vinyl job that I had a training on, but the training was just on the back line. We had a custom special order material for the sidelines and the gate fronts, which was not ready for the time of the training, so we only installed the back line. Well, whenever we were trying to finish up the sidelines and everything else like that, we ran into Root City, baby. Root City, like roots everywhere. I mean, everywhere. So there was probably 15 trees down this 70-foot fence line, and they were about this far away from where each and every single post needed to go. So it was no fun. We got it done. But whenever we were going to do heights, and this would have been the same thing if we were doing heights, if we were digging and setting. No, not the same thing, because the roots would have already been gone. Okay, so when you go to do heights for the driven vinyl system, you're only creating a 2 3/8 hole with a 5x5 post. And so when you go do heights, there has to be no roots around that 5x5, right? Well, we already knew that this was going to be an issue. I already had somebody go through and take a Sawzall right next to all the posts and try to get them all out of the way. So we're going to do heights, and I see that this post is bouncing, and I'm like, oh, there's a damn root up under it that we just couldn't get to. So I lift the block up on top, thinking that it's fully sitting on the post. I go to lean down. I'm using the Sawzall to cut the root out of the way, and all of a sudden I feel something just smack the daylight out of me. It was the block. It was the black protector block that fell 6 feet in the air and hit me on the head. Oddly, I don't wear a hard hat whenever I'm not driving a post, so I was not wearing a hard hat. But man, that shit hurt. That shit hurt real bad, dude. Like I said, it's been almost 7 days. I still have that freaking knot on the back of my head. So that's a quick tip. If you need to cut a root out for your driven vinyl system and you have the protector block or whatever brand block that you use, take that thing off. Just do yourself a favor. It doesn't feel too nice on my old noggin here. But that's something that we learned. Let's see. We did a big stain job this week. I think I'm gonna say 400 foot of 8 foot tall King Plus. Stained it with expert stain and seal walnut. Speaking of, that gets me back to another thing that I want to circle back to, guys. I dropped some new episodes on the audio version Sunday night. Go check those out. One of those episodes is the episode with Caleb Roth in it. That was a great conversation. Y'all go check that out if you have not seen it. The video of it. It's on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, Amazon. There's too many to name. I mean, the list is literally this freaking long whenever I go check it. So it's basically anywhere where you can find a major podcast, you can find me at. So go check it out. Dropped a couple new episodes Sunday. And again, for those still coming in, filtering in, none of y'all count because you're all going to the Fence Show. If you're watching this right now live and you're not going to the Fence Show for you can't afford a ticket or anything, comment down below and then fuck you, Chris. Sorry, that caught my eye real fast. I'll post that up in just a second. Comment down below, guys, and I'll get you entered in for a drawing to win free all access passes to the Fence Show in Las Vegas coming up in 2 weeks. That gets you to all of the education courses. And you should do that. Comment down below. It's a free chance, right? All you got to do is just get yourself there at that point. So make sure you comment down below. Let's see. We do have some comments to get to. Oh, man, look at that. We got Orlando Hinge Company's in the house. He says, no hair is good. Yeah, man, I'm about to take the razor to it next time. So, you know. Let's see. Mr. Mike Levy's in the house. National Metal Industries, guys. Again, go check out www.nmifence.com for that. Mark Cobb. So Mark Cobb is going to be JC Gury as well. So there's that. Hey, Billy. Here's my beautiful wife. She says, hey, everyone. Let's see. There's a lot of comments about the hair. I swear I've done a show right after I've cut my hair, man. I swear I really have. Let's see. Perfect haircut from Evan Gardner. Yeah, bro. We're almost matching, man. You still have a little bit left, though. You still have a little bit left. Miss Yadira Fredrickson says, you go, Billy. The fence world is the best. Absolutely is. Andrea Patterson's in the house. She says, that's awesome. Mark Cobb says, you have our full support. We are here no matter who schedules their podcast at the same time. Hell yeah, brother. Michaela Patterson's in the house. She says, no hair. Who dis? I've already said it, but I had this weird bald spot right here when I have hair, and it's kind of embarrassing. Like it's like super prominent whenever my hair is like 2 inches long. So I just bit the bullet and shaved it off. Chris has the oh wow face, like he hasn't seen me with a shaved head a couple times. Yeah, it is good. I do have a hard head because I'm telling you that black block, the black protector block, the thing hurts when it falls 6 foot from the air and hits you right in the head. But something I learned, like I said, if you're going to go cut some roots out of the way to do your heights on a vinyl driven post, probably take the block off before you start cutting away down there at the bottom. Sean Bahinsky says, what happened to your hair, bro? Man, look at all these hair comments, man. Oh my God. Chris Steele says, Billy is faster at fence with no hair. It doesn't slow him down. Yeah, man, I have less wind resistance. I'm more aerodynamic. You didn't know that? All right. Sean Mahinsky's laughing. He says, custom machine monitoring ink will be at the Fence Show, guys. If you're interested in learning about a router, guys, I highly, highly recommend go see Mr. Sean Mahinsky at his booth. Sean, will you drop your booth number down below so that way we can let them know? Go check it out. Awesome guy, awesome company. They stand by what they do and they do what they say. And if you're looking for a router, I would highly recommend going and having a chat with Mr. Sean Bahinsky at the Fence Show. Right. Susan says, you usually have a hat on. I do, but I'm gonna be honest again, I could not find a clean hat that did not have sweat lines all over it. So I was like, I'm going without a hat tonight. So here we are. No hat, freshly shaved head. Like it's like so fresh that the towel sticks to it whenever I dry my hair out of the shower. But all right. Michaela Patterson says, the Gatekeepers podcast is my second favorite podcast on Tuesday. Does Sean have a deal on the show? I don't know, Chris. Sean, do you have a deal if you buy a machine at the show? I don't know. Let's see. I like where this is going, though. Can't talk about it, but it is what it is. But yeah, maybe he does, man. Maybe he does. Let's see. Real quick, guys, like I said, we're not doing a full show tonight. I had tonight scheduled off, but obviously went back on that. So we are going to run to a commercial break real fast, and then we'll be back for some final thoughts, some wrap up, and I guess I'm going to have to figure out another way to give away these tickets because everybody in the chat will be, will be at the Finch show already. Yes, they will. All right, so we will be back in 3 minutes. Y'all stick around.
National Metal Industries, a family-owned business for 70-plus years, has grown to be recognized for their ability to deliver on not just privacy slats for fence, but all types of fence products. National Metal Industries has all the hardware and tools to get the fence professional in and out of their job with the most ease possible. You can count on National Metal Industries for the most convenient resources in fence products. Visit nmifence.com for more information. As we like to say, you can always pick it right at National. J.C. Gury Signs and Decals has been a trusted name in the sign industry since 1949, with all manufacturing done in-house from start to finish right here in the USA. With 75 years in outdoor signage and roots dating back to the 1920s, J.C. Gury specializes in durable, high-quality signs and decals. In-house screen printing since the 1970s ensures every product meets the highest standards. Visit jcgury.com for more information. Every aluminum sign includes Mylar lamination at no extra cost, extending product life in tough outdoor conditions. For unmatched quality and longevity, visit jcgury.com. Struggling with a gate that drags on your sloped yard? Orlando Hinge Company has the solution, the Swan Hinge. Unlike standard hinges, the Swan Hinge lets double drive gates swing open smoothly up inclines, eliminating dragging and binding. Easy to install on vinyl, aluminum, wood, and chain link gates. It's built for durability and made to withstand the elements. And when your customer hears that, yes, their gates can work on a slope, you just made the sale. The Swan Hinge, designed by fencers for fencers. Made in the USA, lifetime warranty. Order today at swanhinge.com or email info@orlandohingecompany.com. The Swan Hinge, because every gate deserves to open smoothly.
Oh, come on, AI camera. There we are. You gonna follow me around? All right, so I guess that's the negative side of having like an AI camera and getting up real quick during the break. It'll follow me to the door. But man, we are back. We're only gonna have one more segment here for the rest of the show, and then we're calling it a night. But real quick, do want to give a shout out to my only sponsor who does not have a commercial but has the intro. So we gotta circle back to that. If you guys are looking to up the level of your no. Why are you going over there, camera? See how it has a mind of its own? AI, man. But if you are looking to up the level of your fence business, whether it be the business side of it or the installation side of it, go check out MrFenceAcademy.com at www.MrFenceAcademy.com. While you're there, if you want to, go ahead and get yourself scheduled up for one of my trainings down here in Florida. All you northerners, it's starting to get cold. It doesn't get cold here in Florida until probably about February, January. And even then, is it really cold to y'all's standards? Probably not. So take yourself a nice little vacation to the south when it gets cold. Come get some fence training, have some fun, go to the beach, get some seafood, and boom. Not just that, guys. We have Fence Week coming up. the National Week of free fence training to the first 15 attendees at each site. But we do have a lot of sites on the Eventbrite page. I do not remember all of them, but we got like Evansville, Owensboro, we got Las Vegas, we got Salt Lake City, we got Pensacola, Florida, which is me. We got, oh man, Aaron Gurr is going to kill me. Where is he out of North Carolina? We got North Carolina. There we go, Aaron. But there's a lot of sites that you can get yourself to. Take advantage of this now. Go get yourself signed up for it. First week in November, Monday through Thursday is going to be we got a Blithedale. So we have oh God, what does James always say? Tri-City? No, something like that. But he's right outside of Indianapolis. There'll be one there as well. Fence Week, Kokomo, Indiana. That's right. Guys, High Steel is giving away at least one fence to a deserving person during Fence Week. All of my local NCI, that's what it is. That's what he always says. North Central Indiana. Now I just needed to see it. Sorry, Chris. But man, guys, all of my local people watching, if you are in need of a fence and you got reasons to not be able to purchase it at this moment, man, enter in the drawing. You might just win a fence from High Steel. You know, the Gulf Coast's best fence installers. I say that as a kind of an inside joke to Chris, but no, we are. For all of our like local people watching who are not in the fence industry, guys, boom, we're giving away a fence. Go get yourself entered. You might just get one. Got a couple to get to. Let's see. Mark and Mary Cobb from JC Gury Signs Decals are going to be in booth 4151. We can send you more hats. Yes, please send me more hats because my stepson stole mine and I don't wear hats after he's worn them. So there's that. He has it now. Sean Bahinsky says, yes, we do offer 15% off all routers if signed in Vegas. Boom. Check that out. JC Gury says they will give a 5% discount on any order or reorder if placed at the Fence and Security Expo show. Miss Monica Blaisdell says, Fence Week, hell yeah. Cool collector sign for Fence Week 2025. Yes, got another one to add to my desk. I cannot wait, man. I cannot wait. Kokomo, Indiana. Yeah. Kokomo. Sorry, I had to. Oh man, you guys got like a real laugh out of me. Mark says booth 415, not 4151. Oh, I see the exclamation mark, not a 1. That's my bad. 415. Guys, go check them out. I really don't have anything else for you guys except for if you guys would like to comment on my wall or on the Gatekeepers podcast page, your ideas of a giveaway for these 2 tickets. I'd really like to get them out sooner than later, seeing as it's coming up in 2 weeks. I want to kind of get this thing rolling tomorrow for sure. So if you guys have any ideas that I might not already have for the giveaway, drop them down on my page or drop them in the comments. But with that said, that's about all I got for you guys. I am going to have my scheduled week off next week, so I will have a nice rerun for you guys all queued up and lined up. We will be back in 2 weeks. So y'all have a wonderful rest of your night, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. It means the world to me. Yeah, y'all go kick some ass, take some names, collect some checks. And like I say every week, be safe while doing it. Be safe. Y'all have a wonderful night, guys.